Ascendant Order on one side, Yagra on the other. Jakarn, what have you gotten yourself into this time? Don't think you can get the drop on me, whoever you are. I'm guessing, since you're sailing up this secluded cove in that little dinghy instead of the main entrance, you aren't part of the Ascendant Order. I won't ask your business here, but helping me with mine could turn you a tidy profit. An old associate of mine has gotten himself into a heap of trouble. Bad habit of his, but this time, it looks like more than I can handle. I need to retrieve the items he was carrying and rescue the fool if Lady Luck still has a shine on him. Some kind of diplomatic correspondence. A letter and a medallion. All I know is I'm being well paid to risk my neck for it, and you will be too, if you don't mind crossing these Ascendant Order troublemakers. So, you in? I did some scouting around the cove. It looks like this is the only entrance to the Ascendant Order's hideout that isn't secure. Unfortunately, the reason for that is a lot of angry Yagra trying to claw their way in. We'll have to push through. Colleen. Captain Colleen. Freebooter most days. Privateer for the Daggerfall Covenant for the rest. And no, this isn't a mission for the Covenant, though it does seem to be related to the Alliance War. Back on my ship, preparing to make a quick escape once I have what I came for. Wouldn't do me much good if I brought the lot of them. They make better sailors than sneaks or soldiers. Hope you're more suited to this sort of caper. Besides the pompous name, not much. Before this job, I had never heard of them. They claim to be influential people from each alliance who oppose the Three Banners War, but membership is anonymous. This is the first I've heard of them taking action. Aside from releasing some strongly worded condemnations, the Order hasn't really done anything. Does intercepting Jakarn signal them switching from talk to action, or is this just the first we noticed? They might be setting this place up as a base. Just some old ruins, so far as I can tell. Not the worst place for a secluded hideout if it weren't crawling with Yagra. Too far from any shipping lanes for pirates to bother with, though. Whatever they're after, it's not plunder. Ascendant Order, Abyssal Cabal. Maybe we can toss an average assembly in for good measure. Look, I don't know what that means, and I don't think I want to. All that matters is Jakarn and what he was supposed to deliver. There's not much more to tell than I already explained. I was hired to recover Jakarn and what he was carrying after he never arrived at his destination. I tracked him and his captors here. Now we're gonna finish the job so I can get paid. A rake, a rogue, a fool. I don't know how he got into this mess, but I can assure you a pretty face is involved. If he weren't so good at gaining the confidence of wealthy people, I'd have marooned him on some rock long ago. Hope he's not dead.
Combat combat initiated. Condition pending. Preparing to abjure.
What do I owe this favor? Here, creature. A sample of what awaits you if you continue as you have. And look for my sigil. Mark it, and my servants will come to your aid.
might be the ugliest thing I've ever laid eyes on. Glad I didn't make a meal of you. There's still a lot of Yagra ahead, but their attention is on the Order. Now's our chance to slip through. You seem comfortable with the direct approach. I'll keep scouting for signs of Jakarn. It's a real mess beyond that door. Looks like the Yagra and the Order have been butchering each other for days. Make good use of that chaos unless you want to wind up another floater in the cove. I managed to squeeze through some cracks in the reef while you had the Yagra's attention. Nearly drowned twice, but I found a way under the perimeter. Good thing, too. That door was barred from the other side. I doubt the Ascendant Order would be keeping a prisoner close to the fighting. He'll be deeper in the ruins. Not sure where, but with any luck I can sniff him out. Jakarn wears his cologne like he bathes in it.
First it does sea creatures, and now these fools. Mash them to chop!
Again. Who hired you to deliver this?
You know, I can't recall. Must have been those knocks to the head.
Perhaps a few more will jog your memory.
The longer you stall, Jakarn, the more likely I take what I have and leave you chained up for the Yagra. Think on that.
They're here for the prisoners. Take them out, or Saradel will have our heads.
You return, creature. Come, free me from my ruin and reap the rewards.
predicament.
After all this time, a glimmer of my former puissance returns to me, and a portion to you as gratitude. Onward and without fear, creature. In times of great need, I will save you from peril.
You thought I'd crack that soon? I'm Jakarn. The Jaka... Colleen?
Keep your voice down.
Enough squeaking, little red. Oh, a few more pests to play with.
That was absolutely not my fault.
I'll unbind Jakar. You deal with the guard.
That was rougher than a night at the Ebony Flask, and much less fun.
Grab your delivery and a shirt, and let's get out of here.
What if I could, love? Veralian took the letter and medallion when I was captured, and I don't know where my shirt is.
Do you have any idea where they were taken?
Either with him or his right hand, Cyrodiil, I wager.
See if you can track down those two. I'll babysit Jakarn for now. He's in no condition to fight.
Thanks for the rescue. I'm Jakarn, by the way. We'll have to have a proper introduction later. Somewhere less drafty, preferably with alcohol. Fortunately, they needed me to talk, so I've still got all my teeth. It would have been a real tragedy if they'd ruined this face, right? A beer or three and a good night's sleep, and I'll be right as rain. One moment, I was enjoying a leisurely voyage to Somerset on a cushy merchant vessel, courtesy of my employer. And the next, I'm being dragged through this ruin with a thundering headache. There was this noise, I think, before it all went dark. It was this unholy screeching, like the world's largest seagull was coming for my potato fritters. Might have been my imagination, or the knock on the head. I was out cold before I could even take a look. All I know is my employer said it was imperative to deliver them to someone in Somerset discreetly. No one was supposed to know I was even carrying them. I don't know who these Ascendant Order people even are, but they're well informed. They want to know who I was making the delivery to, so I guess they don't know everything. Lucky for me. I don't get the feeling they'd have kept me alive otherwise. What are a few lumps by comparison?
I figured we wouldn't find everything all together, but I dared to hope. We should find Veralian and Cyrodiil and take back what they stole, but be careful. I recognize the name Veralian, and it brings nothing good to mind. That name belongs to an elf who ran a fleet of ships for the Veiled Harridans. Heard all sorts of tall tales about how he terrorized the Elmeri shipping lanes. Some claimed he used griffins to swoop down and shred the sails of his victims. It's no lie that the High Elves train griffins for war, though I've never seen one attack a ship at sea. If this is the same Varalian, we'd be wise to keep an eye to the skies. I've seen the tide wash him up in worse shape. He'll be fine. I just wouldn't count on him to pull his weight. Not that he could to begin with.
They're too strong! Regroup!
See? We've nothing to fear from bloody fish monsters.
This one's in no mood for more intruders.
Well, well. Look what washed into our Yagra trap. You can surrender or you can become bait. Choose. When I'm done with you, Jakan's next! Catch me if you can! Archers, let's blast! You're tougher than you look! Soldiers, soften them up for me! We're dangerous. You'll die in ignorance. A new era is upon us. You can't fight it. Time to clear you all out. You'll be spinier than the Yagra before it's over! Wake up like the dung heap you are! Let's see how you dance! You really think you're winning? Soldiers! Full assault! I'll give Varalian your head and leave the rest to the Yagra. Make the Yagra like you crispy! Look at him burn! Something wrong with your eye. Varalian, I have failed.
Jakarn, wait.
See, Colleen? They already dealt with Cyrodiil. I owed her a lump or two. Aha! She had the letter. No sign of the medallion, though. Varalian must have kept it on him. Come on.
If you run off again, so help me, I'll break your knees.
Since when are you so concerned about my well-being? Have you finally gone sweet on me, Colleen?
I'm sweet on the gold I'm owed for bringing you back alive. You can get killed on your own time.
Damn! They broke the seal on it. I'm sure to hear about that later. Hey! No peeking! I was hired in confidence. For my discretion, my employer might be willing to forgive me if I can convince her that the only people who ever saw this letter won't be speaking about it ever again. A very special lady. Very pretty. Very rich. That's all you need to know. This debacle is gonna blacken her adoring eye if I don't go above and beyond to save face. A little embellishment couldn't hurt, and a lot of flattery.
Good work with Cyrodiil. If he had taken much longer, this idiot probably would have gotten himself skewered trying to play hero. Start searching for Veralian. I'll keep Jakarn on a short leash.
Time is nigh. At long last, break my chains.
Detected. Commencing evaluation. Analysis of two-thirds efficiency. Instrument protocols.
My spiracles breathe in the damp once more, and it is glorious. Use this power and break the final ward. Along your path I leave tokens of my gratitude. Gather them unto yourself and reap their blessings.
I'm gonna show off a little.
Hold up. These aren't some old soggy papers. These belong to the Ascendant Order. Looks like plans. Veralian's trying to turn this into a griffin hatchery for the Order.
And here I thought they set up this whole hideout just for me.
Still not big enough to contain your ego.
They must at least mention me. Let me look. Hey, my gear! Much better. Was feeling a bit clammy in all this damp.
This cinches it. This Veralian is the same one who was working for the Veiled Harridans. Guess he found himself a new outfit. No sign of the medallion, but these papers are probably worth something to the right buyer. Griffin pedigrees, promissory notes, coded communications. Nothing relating to Jakaran's business. Our employer might have some idea how to make use of this information, so long as they're willing to pay for it.
Well, this little development should help paint myself in a better light. Being abducted is embarrassing. Being abducted by griffins? That's an adventure. Aurelian, I believe you have something of mine.
Oh, you are prideful for an errand boy. Come and take it.
Oh, bet your arse I will. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Reopened your wounds, didn't you? Would you take care of Aurelian while I mummify this idiot? Thanks.
To me! All their foolish plans.
For all this trouble, that medallion better be here.
This bag looks promising. What did I tell you? We can pretend this little detour never happened.
It's gonna take a lot of bribery for me to forget this, Jakarn.
I'm sure I would have found my way out of that eventually. But you spared me a lot of embarrassment and dislocated joints. Thanks to you, I can return to my lady a hero deserving of her tender mercies. I'm close to everyone, just closer to some more than others. It's my gift of charisma. Sometimes a curse when jealousy rears its ugly head. I saw this lady in need and did what I do best. Now, she has more to be satisfied with than just my company.
Well, that's Jakarn, the letter, and the medallion all in hand. I'll admit, I thought getting out of here with all three was a long shot. Probably would have been, if you hadn't shown up when you did. I wish more of my crew pulled weight like you. This operation of theirs, anyway. Those documents I took suggest the Ascendant Order is a lot bigger than this group of buccaneers, but that's not our problem. Here's your cut of the job, plus a little thank you from me. I'm sure our friend here would agree.
I think I can convince my enchanting lady friend to provide an appropriate bonus, if we regale her with a tale of our heroics. Particularly, my heroics.
I'll say you were the second incarnation of Pelennor Whitestrake if it fills my pockets.
I am free once more. You have my thanks, creature, champion, and all the riches I can muster, sparse though they may be. Creature, that question would have held meaning an eon ago. I have been drawn so far from who and what I was as to have rendered such concepts meaningless. For now, I am your benefactor and beneficiary both, until Thras lies before me again. I do not know. Memories of my capture have been excised. This place's architecture suggests old Myr. But the magic tastes different from Somerset's dwellers, new and old. Fresh waters, distilled, pure, and empty, like nothing I've encountered before. And I have seen much. Whoever wove this spell intended it to last an eternity. It felt as such. But I am nearly free thanks to you. Deliver me, creature. Do you believe anyone should languish as I have? Have I not shown you my gratitude and aided your own plight? Perhaps I was too trusting to grant you my power before my release. Will you really turn your back on me when you have everything to gain? The rift before you leads to the final lock upon my prison. Compared to the wards and guardians you've already defeated, it would be a trivial task, but necessary for my release. Now stand upon the plates. Focus your will upon them. Release me from this cage. Yes, all of you now. Quickly. At last. Creatures, you have done well, and all that was yours is now